So Gary 1, K-Mart 0. I still believe 95% of the shit I do is based on what I learned in the trenches of sports card shows.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I had some crazy hustles. I had one all-time hustle that has to do with basketball. The dollar stores popped up in the 90s, like 91, 92. At first, I know everyone here's a youngster. At first, youngsters, dollar stores weren't like they are now, where they have like new stuff and it's made for the dollar store. At first, it was some real shit. Like, there was warehouses. The internet didn't exist yet, so you couldn't get rid of stuff on Amazon or eBay. There were warehouses filled with old stuff, and here came the dollar store, and they're just selling stuff. Like, old stuff. I remember I bought a ton of Rambo toys that were 1984 toys, but I was buying them in 1992 because they were just in a warehouse. Just old stuff, Zelda books. Like, that was what I was looking at. But there's all sorts of stuff. Anyway, one day I go to the dollar store, and they have Shaq figures. When Shaq made huge noise, obviously, when he came to league, and the same way he is now, he was commercial from the get.
For sure. And
there was a Shaq toy line, but what was weird about this was this had just come out like a year earlier, but they were in the dollar store. So I looked at it. So I bought them all. I bought all 25 that were in the store. And I started walking down the mall. I went to K-Mart to look for cards and other collectibles, and I noticed there were Shaq figures in there, and they were $9.99. So I was like, huh. So I bought something at K-Mart to get the bag. I went back into the food court. I put the Shaq figures I bought at the dollar store into the K-Mart bag, and I went back to K-Mart, and I was like, yo, my grandma bought me these toys. I don't really want them. I don't have a receipt. Can I refund them? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, without a receipt and cash, not store credit. Again, this is 1991. Kmart didn't have their shit together yet. And so, so then I went. So then I took 5 of them. I returned them. I got $50 back for what I just paid $5 for about 45 minutes earlier. Then I went back to the dollar. I'm still in the mall. Phillipsburg Mall, big shout out. You look like a fucking disaster now. But I went there last summer. I was crazy. There's like 4 stores open in the whole mall. It's finished. But I went back to the dollar store and said, hey, do you have any more Shaq figures? And the guy working there goes, yeah. Went in the back and brought out cases. I was like, I'll take them all. So I bought them all. Then I came back 2 days later. They had more cases. Over the next month and a half, 2 months, I bought like 400 to 500, 600 Shaq figures for $1 and kept returning them to Kmart for $10. Made like 4 or 5 G's real quick. And then went to Kmart one day. Then it was done. And then like a month later, went to Kmart, just my normal run, looking for X-Men figures or sports cards. There was a whole clearance of Shaq figures for like $4.99. So Gary 1, Kmart 0.